This is Colin O'Keefe for LXBN TV, and honestly, I couldn't be more thrilled as we wrap up here at LegalTech 2012. This is a project we've been working on for a long time at LexBlog. You know, it's been not just weeks in the making, but months in the making, going back to putting the plans together, reaching out to exhibitors and that type of thing, and I'm very excited with how it's been. You know, this is somebody, Jared Sulzdorf, editorial associate at LexBlog, who hasn't been on camera yet. He's been crucial in the entire process, running around, gathering questions, sitting in on presentations to make sure that they're all teed up and ready to go after presentations. We were up till 3 a.m. on Monday editing video, 4 a.m. on Tuesday editing video. We busted out 27 videos in the first 2 days, and we couldn't have done it without Jared. Jared, you know, what are your thoughts on the process thus far? You know, how has this been?
Honestly, it's been great. I've really enjoyed it. More than anything else, it's just been really nice to have a couple of moments where we thought things were, you know, really hectic and we weren't able to get things just the way we wanted to, but in the end it turned out really well. And more than anything else, that's what's important to me, is that we were able to put forth some really nice interviews with people and give them a chance to talk about what they wanted to here at LegalTech.
Yeah, I mean, we really met some great people as well. I mean, it wasn't just the content that we're putting forth, but we met some just interesting people. We found out about interesting companies, and this is Jared and I's first LegalTech. We've never been here before. We came in Sunday night. We were coming in Sunday night, coming up the loading dock. Had no idea what it was like, and there's professional crews in here building stuff. We hadn't been here before. We didn't know how it was going to turn out, and as we look back, I honestly can't say what I would have done differently. You know, it's gone off really, really well because of our team here. Jared, of course, Todd Weisfeld taking the camera right now. But looking back on it, Jared, you know, honestly, some of my favorite moments, I really enjoyed Don Tapscott's keynote. He was talking about some very interesting trends and that type of thing, and it's always great when people can take such big picture things like he was talking about, trends, you know, about the digital generation, the impact that's going to have, and putting it into those 5 themes that he touched on. I thought that was interesting. And just other fun moments. Larry Port of Rocket Matter called me the Ryan Seacrest of LegalTech, and I'm not sure how I feel exactly about that.
Might be a backhanded compliment. I'm not sure.
It's something. There's something there, and I'm not sure how to react. But it was fun. I was swinging by the Worldox booth, handing out cards, trying to grab a few extra interviews. But Ray Zwiefelhofer, I stopped by, I grabbed him. I really enjoyed our interview. But as I'm swinging by his booth, he's actually watching the video as we're swinging by. It was great to see all the feedback on Twitter, people retweeting things. You know, we're gonna get our emails out, let everyone know that the videos are online, and keep putting them out via Twitter. But Jared, you know, what are your thoughts? You know, what were some of the fun moments and some of the more informative sessions that you sat in on?
There were some really nice sessions with lawyers talking about using social media, and as someone that uses social media extensively, and obviously we're working with social media a lot with LexBlog, it's interesting to actually hear lawyers and people in the legal services industry talk about what they think about social media and how they think it should be used. It was also really interesting to sit in on a session with Daniel Katz, who's an assistant professor at Michigan State University. He had some really interesting ideas about how to use citations and precedents to actually figure out where legal trends are going, and some of those things were really interesting, and some of the presentations just overall were great. The keynotes were great too, and you mentioned Don Tapscott, and he was awesome as well.
It was great. You know, I just got out of that. I just did an interview with Daniel Martin Katz at Michigan State University. It was exceptional. Of course, did that because Jared sat in on the session, teed up the questions. It was great. So, as I mentioned, this is our first LegalTech. This is the first time we've been here. I wasn't sure what to expect, what to get out of it, but I'm looking forward to coming back. I would love to come back here, do this again. It's been a great experience, you know, for me, you know, getting all this stuff together. It's been a really fun project to put together in the way that it turned out. You know, Jared, what are your thoughts for the future? You want to come back here?
I completely agree with you. Just the energy in this place. The first day it was packed. There were people just running around trying to get all their booths ready. It was just really nice to see people actually care about what they were talking about and really want to give people an inside look on their company, and that was really nice.
Yeah, and lastly, I want to say thanks to, of course, Henry Dicker. He's with ALM. He's I believe, the director of LegalTech. He was an exceptional help in putting this together. Alexis Burgess, who's been my contact every step of the way with ALM and putting this together. We have, you know, weekly chats about what we're going to do. She's been a phenomenal help in terms of putting me in contact with exhibitors and that type of thing. And then back at LexBlog, Brian Biddle, our designer, helped put together this graphic at the last second. He was awesome and really exceptional. Kevin McEwen and Kevin O'Keefe, of course, you know, our president and CEOs, that type of thing. They were great in teeing up this idea. I wasn't sure at first, but it really turned out really well. I'm excited with all this went, and it's been really great. So Colin O'Keefe with Jared Sulzdorf signing off from LegalTech New York 2012.